Well, the Sugar Ray Xulu Stadium plays host to the final group stage match here in Durban. It's the CAF Women's Champions League Costa qualifiers. We just wrapped up the first encounter. Green Buffaloes being one of the teams in Group A that played here, that's now booked their place in the semi-finals, as well as double action ladies. Now it's all to do in Group B as we confirm the two teams that will progress. Well, let's remind you of what happened here a few days ago.
Well, Sundowns have been all about goals here in their two matches, scored 8 in their first game. So we won't get through all 8, but we'll highlight some of the best ones. With Makubela scoring a brace on the opening day. Then that was the first of her two in a goal that started off with Rabale. Then Murifi getting one of her 3 assists along with a goal on that open day. She was a busybody. Murifi involved in yet another goal here with the key pass that leads on to Miley, showing some nice skill on that far side. Quick feet, setting it up beautifully from Tandy from range. Beautifully done here by Sundowns. They were involved in it and keeping alive on that far side. There was still so much to do here creatively, including with that final strike from Tandy. Olympic Demeroni. The side that was being broken down here by Mamelodi Sundowns, this time straight down the middle. Minis with a little back heel. Gegana with the easiest of tap-ins on the one-on-one against the goalkeeper then. In off the bench, Gegana to add to the goals. That was the 7th on the day. Now let's move on here. Mamelodi Sundowns against Young Buffaloes. 8 on the first day, 4 on the second, including a hat-trick from Daweti. That's the first after 10 minutes. Nicely done in keeping her composure. There's still so much to go her way during the course of this encounter. Walking this in, literally, for her second of the day. Nice work with the ball in from the wide areas then from Mashego. Daweti from a dead ball situation. Scores in the 90th minute to get a hat-trick. Sundowns went on to win with a comfortable 4-0 scoreline then against Young Buffaloes. That's a whopping 12 goals in just 2 games here to be one of the tournament favourites for Mamelodi Sundowns, once champions of Southern Africa and champions of the African continent. Mamelodi Sundowns yet to concede a goal. Keep in mind in their matches, and they'll look to end the group stage here against the other side that's been top in this group, scoring goals, winning matches. That, of course, is Costa do Sol of Mozambique. So let's talk Costa do Sol then. And well, the opening game for them came up with one of the goals of the tournament, just in how beautifully they worked the set piece. It was very much deserving of a goal. Then the goal scored by Janeiro, assisted by Poncha, the captain, who stepped up to score to go along with her assist. Poncha, she's turned out to be quite telling in her influence in the matches for Costa do Sol. This their second match, or rather still their first match, and how they conceded later that day in the opener against Young Buffaloes. Mampalala pulling one back for Young Buffaloes here, following not the best of defending on the far post from Costa do Sol. From the dead ball situation once again, Costa do Sol find Poncha, and well, how's that for a finish? The assist will go to the hard-working Makonyo out in the attacking areas, but Poncha, the captain, with the second goal of this tournament, in amongst the top goal scorers so far. As those who have scored 2, the top goal scorer, of course, is Daweti, following that hat-trick she scored in the second game for Mamelodi Sundowns. But Poncha finding the roof of the net here quite impressively against Olympic Demeroni. Demeroni were to pull one back through Rima here. Lovely ball, great pace on the far side. Keeper came out a long way to be beaten by Rima. That goal coming in the 57th minute, making things interesting in the last half an hour. course, the hard-working Makonyo, very much deserving of a goal, having picked up an assist in this match. Gets an assist and a goal. And an impressive display for the Costa del Sol striker. Earned them a penalty in the first game, gets an assist and a goal in the second. And one of the players keep an eye on in this game against Mamelodi Sundowns that will follow in the next few moments. So for Costa del Sol, they have conceded in each match they've played in, have scored a total of 4 goals in 2 matches, averaging 2 goals a match. Then they will look to improve again on both ends against Mamelodi Sundowns. No doubt which 2 sides will go on through to the semi-finals. Both the teams involved in the action today, keeping in mind Olympic Demeroni and Young Buffaloes will be in action at the same time out at the Chatsworth Stadium.
Well, we did wrap up Group A with the Green Buffaloes finishing up as runners-up in Group A, and Double Action Ladies topping Group A. So these are then the results. Earlier on, 2-1 is how things ended in that encounter. It was all about the own goals until that cracker from Green Buffaloes. And then out in Chatsworth Stadium, Double Action Ladies are cementing their place at the top of the standings. And right now, all eyes on Group B, but that group is but confirmed with Costa del Sol and Mamelodi Sundowns progressing. So the story for both these teams, it is all about squad rotations and resting players ahead of the big semi-final that will be taking place after our rest day tomorrow. So let's hear from the coaches. Last game you had about 28 goal attempts. When you look at the missed chances, I wonder, coach, is conversion something that you worked on during this break?
Yeah, look, we tried to work on it. It's something that we've been working at training in terms of our attacking play, you know. We've been trying to convert those chances even from the Hollywood Bet League, where we couldn't convert the chances. We create a lot of chances, but we're not converting them. I'm hoping that today things will fall into place for us. If we could create 28 and score maybe 15 out of 28, that would be a bonus for us.
You're playing against a team that has done quite well as well in this group, and that isn't afraid to take the opponent pound for pound. What are you hoping to see from your team today?
Yeah, look, we're playing against a very strong side. Defensively, they're very solid. They can run the whole day, you know. So just from my team, we just need to keep play the way we're playing. We're a team that plays with, and that's where we get to create a lot of chances, you know, and try to rotate the team as much as possible in terms of giving other players a chance. You saw the number of changes that we've made, you know. It tells you that we want to give everybody a chance so that when we go back home, everybody it's on par in terms of match fitness.
All the best, coach.
Thank you.
Your team has been so impressive over the past 2 games. What would you say has worked so well for Costa del Sol?
A sua equipa esteve impressionante durante os dois primeiros jogos. O que tens a dizer sobre isso?
É uma satisfação pelo resultado do trabalho que fizemos, daquilo que foi a época passada para este ano, e aprendemos muito, estudamos com isso e conseguimos aparecer com uma outra atitude, empenho, em termos táticos, técnicos. Portanto, isso nos deixa satisfeito pelo trabalho que estamos a fazer.
I'm so happy about that. Also, I'm so happy about that because we go back home since last year to make very well our homework. With good preparation for the team, tactical, technical, everything we put together because we see how things happen last year here.
With the 2 changes you've made today, what are you hoping to get out of your team as they play Mamelodi Sundowns today?
Foram feitas 2 trocas. Qual a expectativa nessas trocas?
Portanto, foi mesmo pelo algum cansaço de algumas, né? Portanto, estamos a jogar dia sim, dia não. Portanto, há que haver gestão física neste momento. Não tem muito a ver com a abordagem tática pelo Mamelodi Sundowns, apesar de termos respeito e sabemos que é uma equipa poderosa, portanto, não foi não por aí. É só questão de gestão mesmo.
Yeah, it's just to put some player to rest because we play one. This tournament is very close, and then we have respect for Mamelodi Sundowns. It's not doing this change for that, and then doing this change for resting. We give some time to resting because we are qualified for another level. That's why we are put some more player to rest.
All the best, coach. Thank you.
The group stages at the CAF Women's Champions League COSAFA qualifiers end with Mamelodi Sundowns taking on Costa in Group B at the Sugar Ray Kulu Stadium in Clement, Durban. On that note, a good day it is to you as we round up the group stages and get ready for the semi-final stages, keeping in mind that the other sides involved in the group, Olympic de Maroni and Young Buffaloes, are currently in action, kicking off at the same time out at the Chatsworth Stadium. So, the two best sides so far in the group by a stretch of the imagination. Both have played 2-1-2. They both have a 100% record coming into this final group match, and both don't need a win for their semi-final spot. All it is a battle to see who will end top of the group and who will end second, in knowing who their opponents will be in the semi-finals. Those are the formalities both these sides are going through. They've been impressive. They've of course scored goals here, while Sundowns are yet to concede in this tournament. Costa have conceded just one in every match they played in, but all the reason in the world to believe that we should be in for a good dose of entertainment here. Mamelodi Sundowns will bring Malauti out into the attack for a first showing of this competition. They also will have Mokwena in the heart of midfield. She impressed in the opening game, came in off the bench in the second. Kubela, 2 goals, operating out wide on the left side. Also starts, she's been telling in the dead ball situations for Mamelodi Sundowns going forward, whilst they will have Kekana and Mashego out in the attacking areas. Ladies that can create and score if given the opportunity. The Mozambican team here, Costa will have some of their best players here to start this game. It'll be very interesting to see the hard-running striker Makonyo up against the likes of Ndapo in what should be an interesting duel between the two. The captain Bonja has been so impressive, scoring in every match thus far from a midfield position, and will be a threat for Mamelodi Sundowns out in defence. The likes of Main Q as well as Jamal have been amongst those that have stood out defensively. What will that defence look like up against one of the strongest attacking sides at this year's competition? Gloria Sambumba from Zambia will be assisted by Lesotho's Boloto Mapara, and Zambia's Nancy Sito will round up the assistants. Tania Duarte from Angola will be the 4th official in this all-important group stage game here, where we will determine who will walk away top of Group B. Hoping his side will remain as strong as they've been so far in the way of creating chances and pushing forward. He'll know this is the toughest test yet. It's Costa do Sol that will wear the yellow and blue. Mamelodi Sundowns in just as familiar blue and white, and is still just as Brazilian in his touch, looking a lot like the Brazilian away kid, as they are known as the Brazilians. So goals in that first half. Makonyo involved, yes. Costa do Sol saw Panja find Janeiro, who came up with a lovely bit of skill to set it up for the right foot to strike. Side netting, but a good attack nonetheless. Marlene Janeiro sets it up beautifully, and looking to beat the keeper on the near post. Here's Gagana finding Mali. Nice little 1-2. Gagana fouled in the end here by Rosa Main-Q, lunging in for the challenge late and giving away the penalty. One of the rare mistakes in defense from Costa do Sol. Took 8-1 to Sundowns last time, and a much improved showing this time around, as Ndapa performed the bottom corner and easily gave Sundowns the lead then from the penalty spot. Costa do Sol will be proud of the fact that yes, they did concede just the one to Sundowns, but Didn't give away too many clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. There was one, however, where the Minis denied here by a good piece of goalkeeping from Namire. Keeper just out in the nick of time then, making himself big at the feet of the opponent. 1-0 the scoreline here to the end of the first half. So, mentioned the positives for Costa del Sol is that there's not much difference in attempts and shots on target. The one major concern is how Sundowns have controlled the game in the way of ball possession. So, that's where they will look to improve. Yeah, Sundowns will want to make all the possession mean something in chances created, and by their standards, haven't created enough. There you have it. Double score the difference between these two sides here. As the Sundowns take on Costa del Sol here, starting the second half here. Sundowns to attack the goal to the right of your picture. Well, Costa del Sol, Colette having her first involvement in this tournament, while Fadilia has, two appearances, playing 38 minutes, just 38 minutes in both appearances off the bench. No surprise for her to come off the bench then, wearing the number 4 in her back, whilst Colette will be enjoying her first few touches when she gets a touch of the ball. Punch on now to win it back in a good area. Strong defensive play. So let's go back to the first half. Mani involved, nice little touch in there. Gegana wins the penalty. Lapo stepping up, no problem. And giving Mamelodi Sundowns the lead then. It's a first half where they didn't create too much. Just patiently went about business with Mamelodi Sundowns as they took the lead here. Dapo's effort from the spot. And you'd have to move to the second half when they started to do the business. Minis, the first to find the back of the net. First second of the tournament. Defensive error. Minis profiting from being at the right place at the right time. Sundowns, one done. Still some work to be done here. Tandy on the turn, looking for Murifi. When she gets involved, goals are created. This time, it felt kindly from Koi. The first of her two. A second of her tournament, having scored in the last game for Mamelodi Sundowns, but again, Murifi involved, this is the 6th involvement in a goal for Sundowns in some way, where she doesn't get the assist or the goal itself. All starts with that lovely ball from Tandy. And ball over to this near side. Sundowns through Ramarepe. Mali, Minis, it looked good for Sundowns. It was too good for Costa del Sol. Strength needed in the end, and Koi gets her brace and joins Daweti with 3 goals at the top of the scorers charts. Way too smooth, nicely done then. Flag stays down, so doing a good job in playing to the whistle. Too strong. Mamelodi Sundowns as the game wears on, they always do damage in the last 30 minutes, and this afternoon was no different in them doing damage late in the match to score their goals. And well, the numbers very much in favor of Sundowns here. Overwhelming favorites coming in and overwhelming winners in the day. 10 goal attempts to 3, 5 shots on targets to 2, 63% to that was 37. It's a Sundowns side that deservedly walks away 4-0 winners on the day.
Well, I'm joined by our player of the match, Oratile Mokoena, and of course, to hand over the award is a representative from Hollywood Bets, area manager Obabu Spiri. Baba. Thank you so much. Ora, congratulations. I mean, you guys already went into this game knowing that you booked your place in the semi-finals. What was the instruction today? Was it still to play at the same level as if it was the first game?
Yes, our instruction was to be consistent, play the way we play, and we must secure the top spot.
Today, I was just asking you off air that it looked like you were playing much deeper than usual today. What was your role today?
My role was also to look at rest defense. We also knew that they have pacey wingers, so I had to cover both sides.
A place in the semi-finals once again against Green Buffaloes. A big smile on your face.
Yes, we know they're a tough side. We have to come well prepared, and I believe in our players. They are tactically good, and I know that we're going to win that game.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Mamelodi Sundowns, Oratile Mokoena walks away with the player of the match. Joining me is her coach. A great victory once again, 16 goals scored, coach.
Yeah, I'm excited, I'm happy, you know. Why am I saying this? It's what we've been doing at training. It seems to be working, you know. We have not been rattling the net as much as we would have loved to from the league, but it looks like now the girls, they understand the importance of converting the chances that we create.
Well, today you had 10 goal attempts, so better than the 28 from the last game. It looked like you converted more this time around.
It's good. It's good. It's exciting to see that we attempted 10 times and we've managed to score maybe close to 4 times. So there's an improvement, and we'll keep on doing what we've been doing at training.
You were talking about player rotation, resting players, because now the tournament isn't far from over. You still now have a big obstacle in Green Buffaloes. You know them very well. Repeat of 2021 semi-final.
Yeah, look, it's a very, very difficult side, you know, to play up against, but we're looking forward to that game, you know, and I'm glad that we've managed to see a couple of their games, how they play and how they apply themselves, and we are ready for them, you know. Look, we've played this game knowing quite well that what were the results. If we wouldn't want to play against them, we'd have said, okay, let's go and lose this game and go first. But to show that we want to play Green Buffaloes, we went all out and top our group.
Congratulations, coach.
Thank you.
Mamelodi Sundowns march into the semi-finals, as well as Costa do Sol, joined now by coach Ismail Abdullah of Costa do Sol. How did you see the match today? I saw the bench was a little bit frustrated in the second half. How did you see today's game?
Como é que viste o jogo hoje?
Sempre foi jogo complicado, né? E por quanto a mim, estávamos a jogar com aquela que é para mim a melhor equipa de África. Portanto, foi complicado, e também quando o cansaço vem ao de cima, jogando dia sim, dia não, foi mais difícil. O adversário tem um leque invejável para rodar as jogadoras e nós aí ficamos um pouco limitados. E, portanto, foi um jogo complicado, e só parabenizar a equipa que foi um justo vencedor.
Just be a tough game, and then we'll be playing with the best team for Africa, for the best team for Africa. And then I think it's, the result is not good for us. It's not good for us. And then we try to put some player to rest, because we have another quarterfinal for another level. And then from now we are trying to recover for next match.
Let me also congratulate you, coach, on making it to your first semi-final. So now you take on Double Action, another tough team. How do you want your team to respond to the semi-finals?
Parabéns primeiro por passar a primeira meia-final. Vai encontrar o Double Action. O que acha? Como é que vem esse jogo?
Muito obrigado. Portanto, acredito que vai ser um jogo também complicado, onde temos que nos fazer a recuperação para ver se conseguimos chegar lá com um ritmo competitivo para aguentar o jogo, porque o Double Action também, aquilo que tenho visto, de ano para ano tem melhorado muito. Então é uma das melhores equipas da África Austral, Espero um jogo complicado, mas vamos fazer de tudo para ver se conseguimos chegar à final.
Yeah, and Double Action as one best team for regional, and then now we are trying to make the good plan for that game. We are starting now to recovering a player for next match, and then I think it's be tough game.
Congratulations, coach.
Okay,
We'll see you in the semi-final. Obrigado, coach. All right, and this is how the day now ends. Group stages done and dusted. It is Green Buffaloes as well as Double Action Ladies that book their place in the semi-finals for Group A. And then, of course, Mamelodi Sundowns as well as Costa do Sol did business today, but already they had progressed to the semi-final. And this is how now the log ended with Group A as well as Group B. It is Mamelodi Sundowns that tops the standings with an emphatic goal difference. They, of course, scored 16 goals so far. So this is a team that is a free-scoring team, not afraid in front of goal. And Costa do Sol, their first semi-final. So this is a team that has showed so much grit. Young Buffaloes as well as Olympic de Maroni, they played out to a 3-3 draw. So a great point for Young Buffaloes. A much-needed one to end the tournament on a high note. Well, of course, now we've wrapped our group stages done and dusted, and now we're going to take a break tomorrow, but we head into our semi-finals, the big one, as now all roads are becoming much more clearer to Cote d'Ivoire in November. It's Double Action Ladies that will be in action against Costa do Sol, and then Mamelodi Sundowns up against Green Buffaloes, the repeat of the 2021 semi-final. And of course, both these teams are the only ones that have won this tournament before. So it's going to be a very interesting semi-final, particularly because it's a team that has retained most of its players up against the defending champions that are a new team that is rebuilding. So many questions were asked about Green Buffaloes, but certainly they booked a place in another semi-final. So it's certainly going to be an interesting fixture with both of them. But anyway, a great day once again at the Sugar Ray Xulu Stadium. From Imbali Skiti, the entire crew behind this production, and of course, the legendary Caesar Mabena. We'll see you at the semi-finals. Cheers, bye.